Welcome back to PixelDie. My name is Charlie, and we are playing Dragon Warrior Monsters. Last time, we determined that we are going on a rescue mission to save Hale, the king's favorite monster. I found a herb. A second herb. The Kingdom of Great Tree. Want to read the book? I sure don't. I have a feeling that your victory will help you find your sister. Okay, so we learned last time that my sister's been kidnapped by a different kingdom's monster, or a different monster, and the only way for me to save her, my goals align with the king and the kingdoms by forcing me to participate in a monster battling tournament, because apparently the winner gets a wish. Whataburger brings us capable masters. You want to win the tournament to find your kidnapped sister? I'm sure that your sister is somewhere in this land. That is very wise. She's probably somewhere, I don't know. I mean, she can't be nowhere, am I right? We are at the Chamber of Traveler's Gates. This way to the Traveler's Gate. Hale escaped through this gate. We're counting on you, Pixel. So this game has an interesting setup. The Kingdom of Great Tree is the central hub. It contains all of the NPCs, or virtually all of the NPCs. It contains all the stores, sub-quests. Just everything is handled in that town, and it has an ever-expanding array of portals that lead to increasingly difficult, randomly generated dungeons. Now, I know that a lot of people hate randomly generated dungeons. I don't mind them. I actually think that in games where there's a lot of grinding and collecting, it adds just a little bit of freshness to keep it interesting every time I jump into these portals. So each one of these worlds, of these portals, have a set amount of floors. I'm sure they're going to start us off easy with, I don't know, 2 or 3 floors, 4 tops. But as the game progresses, they get longer and longer, these dungeons. Your goal on each floor is to find a hole that will drop you into the lower floor, and eventually you'll reach the basement, the bottom floor, where you will typically fight a boss and move on. Okay, so I found it. There is some incentive to explore, since, as you saw, there are randomly generated items like herbs and such. I found 2 already on this floor. The odds of there being anything else interesting is slim. I mean, there might be, but I'm just going to keep pressing forward. There are random encounters in this game, obviously. If you didn't know that, then you, my friend, don't play many RPGs. So it's not like Pokemon, where they just attack you in the tall grass. Anywhere in this this dungeon is fair game. I am actually shocked I haven't had a random encounter yet. So I'm just gonna keep... Oh, there we are. A Draki. Alright, so right now, so in this game, the protagonist doesn't really partake in the battle unless you have them use an item. All they really do is command their monsters to attack, so Slib is going to punch this thing in the face for 4 damage. And the second hit ought to do it, I hope. Yep. Wow, Draki Male got up and is looking at us. Want to take Draki Male into your party? Well, sure. Alright. Momentous occasion, it's our first recruit. Well, our first recruit from the wild. Let's call this little fella Bats, because he looks like a bat. And I will take him. Alright, so you can customize the battle, let me see, like the general attitude your creatures have. Let's see, I forget, is it plan? Yeah. So you can tell Slib you know, to attack indiscriminately, to use a combination of abilities and attacks, to lean towards healing and defending when possible, or you can give them a direct command. We're going to, for now, always input our commands manually. It just makes the most sense. It's a little weird that that's not the default option. They went with auto fighting kind of as the default, which is weird. Okay, so we got another slime. Bats attacks. Slime attacks. So did I not save that change? I don't feel like I had the option to input their commands, but they don't really have any abilities as of yet, so it's not like they have, you know, there's any strategy to combat yet. You just punch things, and if you're hurt, you use an herb, and that's about it right now. We've caught them off guard. Plan. Okay, so if we use fight, they just go for it. If you use plan, you can tell your creatures what to use. Slib doesn't have any skills. Bats knows antidote, which doesn't make a ton of sense. I guess maybe it just carries a little tuft of herbs with them at all times. So we went north, and that unfortunately was a dead end. Kind of a waste of time. Alright, so we're just going to speed up these fights and move forward. I'll just speed up the battle footage if it's not an interesting monster or if it's something we've already encountered. Alright, same thing. Defeated it. Slib leveled up. I do like seeing what stats go up when my monsters level up. That is satisfying. It's kind of like an old school convention that a lot of games abandoned, but I like it. Alright, so we're on the third floor. Ooh, immediately found the next hole, so let's just take that. Okay, so we've gone down a couple of times, 3 times so far, and only have 2 recruits. We can carry up to 3 monsters at a time, so I'm going to make an effort to capture a 3rd monster before descending any further, because I'm not sure how much dungeon is left. The next floor may be the boss, and I do not want to fight him with only 2 monsters if I can avoid it. Another Drak. Dead Dracky. Ooh! That was close. Almost fell into that pit. Alright, well, let's explore a little more. I mean, I think I've seen everything there is to see on this floor. Are there really no other monsters other than Drackies? I'm pretty sure there's more things. Oh, there we go, an anteater. Let's beat. Oh my god, Bats is very, very hurt. I need to heal Bats. Wow, Anteater Female got up and is looking at us. Want to take Anteater Female? Yes. Well, I could call it Ants, but I'm going to call it... I'm going to call it Snub. It looks like a snub to me. Yeah. It's a great name. Alright, Snub, join us. Time to dispense with the herbs. Wow, everyone's pretty hurt. The game is pretty generous with herbs, as you can see. Found a ton so far. Ooh, Snub, you are just a weenie. Alright, I don't think I went this way. Let me have a quick peek. Nothing. Alright, let's go to that hole. Oops, I was going the right way. That's embarrassing. So I could fight a little more to get Anteater to a higher level. 1 second. Maybe I will. 1 second. Let me see. I'm sure there's a way. Info. Duh. To see how much EXP they need. Next level requires 3 XP, so I think that would basically be any battle. Alright, I'm not gonna have, like, a ton of grinding on camera. I think that maybe in between sessions I'll do some grinding with my monsters to get them a few levels up, but for right now, just for this first world, I'll do a little bit of grinding just to get Snub up to level 2 at least. Probably should do a little bit more, but let's just keep going. Alright, so not sure if this room is a reference to, or a nod, I should say, to another Dragon Quest game. I have played 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to completion. I haven't played 6. I did not complete 7, and I must have put 60 hours into that game. Played a ton of 7, that game is infinite. I played and finished Dragon Quest 8. I did not play very much of 9. I remember buying it, playing it, didn't get into it. That was the portable one. Have not played the newer ones. And for Game Boy, for handheld, I've played this one, obviously. I played a little bit of 2 of Dragon Warrior Monsters 2, could not get into it. I played Joker, Dragon Warrior Monsters Joker, which is the 3DS one. That one was pretty decent. I did complete that one. It was enjoyable. So I've got my fair share of experience with the Dragon Quest series, but do not know if this room is a nod to another Dragon Quest game. So anyway, after that long-winded explanation, how do you do? I'm Hale. I know you're here to catch me, but you can forget it. The farm is boring. I don't want to go back. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, well, we don't have much in the form of any skills for any character, really, so we're just going to just punch him a whole bunch and hope for the best. Oh boy, Snub is already almost dead. I'm not gonna bother healing Snub. I think we just need to punch this guy a bunch. He heals himself. Unfortunately, we can't see how much he's healing himself for, so we're not even sure at this point if we're out-damaging him. Normally, I would grind a whole lot more. I do personally enjoy leveling up quite a bit in RPGs. I find it therapeutic, but does not make for compelling television. Not really television, but you know what I mean. Pixel knocks the healer right out. Wow, healer male got up and is looking at us. Want to take healer male into your party? Yes, we do. Let's leave him as Hale. I do want to take Hale, and we're just gonna... Well, Snub is the weakest right now, but that could be just because they're level 2. So I'm going to replace... Snub. Goodbye, Snub. You are strong. I like you, Pixel. It's Whataburger. Right on, Pixel. I'll take you back to the castle. I don't remember my voice. Oh, Pixel. Did you bring Hale back? Hale? What? Hale said he doesn't want to come back to me. But he said he would rather join you. I see. sure are good with monsters. Well done. I am pleased with your performance. I will let Poolio go. You know, the guy that was just standing over there. Thank you, Pixel. Now I can go back to my farm. I'm gonna go with like a Italian mafioso, maybe? I'm not sure. Mamma mia. Pixel, go to the arena. Your rivals are waiting for you at the arena. You can compete in the tournament if you defeat all of them. You are dismissed. Busy, busy, busy. Time to go behind the curtain again. See ya. Give the courageous Master Pixel the power of Great Tree. That sounds somewhat suggestive. To get to the arena, go straight out of the castle and go down. If you survive in the arena, you can compete in the tournament. You know, I don't like when you phrase it, if you survive in the arena. You could phrase it like, if you win, perhaps. Be a little less intimidating. Oh boy, here I go killing again. I mean, this looks dangerous. Oh no! Well, I did mention in the previous episode this game dealt with a lot of adult content. That was our first of many suicides that we will witness. I kid, it's just a shortcut, and this silly man is jumping down. Phew! I'm glad that I didn't get hurt. I should be more careful. Cool. Alright, so as you can see, or as maybe you didn't see due to the excellent masking, the game is just slowly opening up. It has opened up the arena, where we can test our metal, and it has opened this way, which does not really have a ton of stuff. It's got the mandatory mini-medals guy. If you've played any Dragon Quest games, you know that this fellow will reward you for bringing him mini-medals. Oh, welcome, oh, welcome, I'm the Medal Man. I collect tiny medals, scattered all over the world. If you would find some, give them to me. I'll reward you. The more medals, the better your reward. I'm counting on you. Busy, busy, busy. Pixel, you brought a total of 0 medals. I'll give you 1 Zap Bird egg when the medals exceed 13. Wow, way to set the bar. Both the Medal Man and myself love medals. If you bring medals, then he'll reward you. If you collect a lot, I might give you something too. Alright. So, I'm gonna lay a spoiler on you. You ready? If you don't want to get spoiled, skip ahead maybe 20 seconds. This guy's the king. Yep. When he says he's busy, 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 he just comes here and sits like a tool bag. We can see the ground far below. Great Tree is a small kingdom in a big tree. The dialogue is just masterful. It's the golden era of RPGs. Anyway, let's call that an episode. Thank you for joining me on PixelDie. Next time, we will go to the arena. I might grind a little bit in between, because I do not think my monsters are particularly strong yet. So next time, we'll be testing our metal in the arena. Thanks again for joining me. My name is Charlie. Keep rolling.